Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. Um, Today I want to talk about the internet dilemma. I know it's not too often I do IRL videos. I normally keep my videos focused on mangas, webtoons, animes, etc. But this is something I found interesting and something I kind of always wanted to talk about a little bit. And like, don't get it twisted. I think everybody kind of watches shipping videos at some point. Like, I think, or like online or whatever. And like sometimes people just instigate shit like, oh damn, the way this person has been treated in a video is unfair or whatever. So I want to focus on, the Sidemen, but I also want to talk about Valkyrie. Is it Valkyrie, Ray? Okay, I'm just gonna call her Rae and Sykkuno as well, and kind of like Pokimane and Myth back in the days as well. I feel like some of the fan bases create an environment that kind of forces friendships and relationships in that manner, in terms of friendship as relationships, to to be distanced or strained or awkward, right? Because even if there was an opportunity or a chance of something happening, because everybody's perpetuating it, as a person you no longer think it's your decision. Like, maybe you crushing on the person because everybody's telling you crushing on the person, so you actually, the fan base actually decreases the chances of the ship to occur by shipping the ship. Does that make any sense? Right? Also, I think it's a little bit, look, I understand that people like to create fantasies and create, even in fiction. Like, if your two favorite characters, you probably want them to end up together. It happens. I understand. It's a part of the game, right? If you're gonna be successful and be around boys or girls or whatever, you're gonna get shipped. There's probably gonna be fan fictions written about you. It comes with the territory. I completely understand that. But when some people are trying to get closer in IRL in terms of friendship or whatever, or hanging out and stuff like that, it becomes a bit awkward, right? Because you have to understand, let's say for example Rae has a boyfriend, for example, right? I don't know if she does or she doesn't. I'm pretty sure she doesn't. I think they broke up, just because you see these recommendation videos, but I'm not too sure. But let's say she has a boyfriend, right? And then she doesn't want to talk about the fact that she has a boyfriend on the internet, right? Because maybe her boyfriend is private, and the relationship is could be strained at that moment, or anything could be happening, by being constantly shipped with this other boy. It's awkward for her to ever meet up with him in real life, right? Because if they're in real life eating or hanging out, and even if the boyfriend is the one recording it or some shit like that, people would automatically assume some other shit. Same as like King Batch and Amanda Cerny, right? Literally, like, people thought that, oh, they sleeping together, all type of bonanza, and they could have, maybe they did once. Who cares? It does not equal or equate to a relationship. It does not equal to they would get married or some weird shit like that, right? And look, I watch some of the shit videos because some of them are, I like to see the moments, the cute moments. Romance is my favorite genre of all time. I'm not gonna lie, romance is my favorite genre of all time. So I love anything like romantic. I love narratives. I love good videos about, like, let's say Simon and Talia moments. They're together. So for me, those videos are like great. When it comes to, like, let's say a Sykkuno or Rae video, whatever, I watch some of them just to see, like, what are people saying, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you can see real flirtatious stuff happening, and then sometimes I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand. It's just two people having a conversation. Boys do that all the time, and it's never perpetuated in that manner, right? I'm pretty positive that if I was popping right now and people saw some of the conversation I have with the boys when I'm playing like Warzone or whatever, people would probably ship me in some boys. I swear to God, like, people probably think that this guy is gay or something, because I'm just that type of person in general, right? So that's the thing when people are like, oh no, this person is only like this with this person. Like, for example, Sykkuno is only like this with Rae, and Rae is only like this with Sykkuno. No, 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 no. As a fan of both, you probably only watch and pay attention to their interaction. I guarantee you they're like that to a lot of other people. Also, different people have different levels of friendship, so they're not going to be the exact same to everybody else. So then you perpetuate an idea and you influx that. And I think the perpetuation conversation over the idea in your head or to even watch videos on YouTube is fine. I think then when you start, every comment becomes that. It becomes an obsession. Every tweet becomes that. Every chat and donation becomes that. That becomes a problem, because then it's affecting the real life. If you're the friend in real life or in a relationship with them in real life and you see this, you might be like, okay, like it can create paranoia, it can create so many uncomfortable situations. And now that's just the romantic and spectrum of the internet dilemma, right? In terms of boys and girls being friends, or two gay people being friends, or two, you know what I'm saying, or two, lesbians being friends. It's difficult because of these perpetuations of romanticism that a lot of people are endowed in and really want to push a narrative of, right? And then there's the other side of it. Look, I already kind of talked about how that affects them in real life, so I want to talk about more like the Sidemen, for example, right? And their internet dilemma, right? So sometimes in videos, they might treat, let's say, Vicstar a certain way in that video. And it's content. Some days, like even without my friend group, some days, some days, I don't know, it happens where you hanging out with a group and people are just interacting together more than they're interacting with you. And then most of the days everybody's interacting, sometimes it's the other person that's not really interacted with. It happens all the time in any large-ish friend group, right? There's usually somebody is usually always or mainly the focal point of the group, right? And they usually seem to get all the attention. And then those people within that group that tend to be a bit more reserved or a bit more or less outgoing, and sometimes it looks like it's isolated, right? And sometimes, as like I'm somebody usually that's like within it, depending on which group of friends I'm with. Sometimes I'm in the center, sometimes I'm not, and sometimes I'm the guy that's on the side, and it looks like I'm being ignored, but that's not the case, right? People gotta understand that this is just how friendship dynamics work. This is just how groups of friends are. It's not every single video and every single day that everybody's gonna be huggy, brody, but like it's just not gonna be the case, right? Or when they see Ethan scream or get annoyed at a situation, and people like, oh, why is he getting so mad? It's like, what does it have to do with you? You know what I'm saying? He's not getting mad at you, and the person is getting mad at is laughing ahead. And even if it's a little scuffle, it's the real life friends, right? If there's any real life issue, they will deal with it in real life. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to comment it in every video like, oh, he's being a dick or blah 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 blah. Sometimes I think there was a video where Ethan got berated. It was a little bit understandable, but at the end of the day, you guys are watching the content for free. It's not like you're paying these guys to make these videos. I mean, your support is helping them for sure, 100%. But it's free content, free market, right? And he could have been going through anything. You don't know what he saw on his phone, or why he had to look at his phone, right? It's not like every video he has his phone out. There could have been anything happening behind the scenes. It could be family, it could be relationship, it could be anything. And he looked at his phone and he ruined his mood and he wasn't no longer in the zone. But it's not like he just left the video. He stayed there and tried to finish the video and left. And yes, he might have been in a sour mood, but that's a real life person. That's a real life situation. Same as this Sykkuno moment, that video that's been running around where he's almost crying on stream, and people are attacking his real life friends for not noticing. Like, they're his real life friends, you know what I'm saying? They're not looking at his stream. You looking at his stream and then you look, you know what I mean? So you can see his face. They're not seeing that, right? Because they're looking at their own chats. They're paying attention to multiple things. They're trying to be entertaining. They're trying to create content for their fan bases, right? So how the hell do you expect them to notice such subtlety when they're not face to face? It's not like they're face to face and they're like, oh, and then it's like, oh, you didn't notice that Sykkuno's crying or not in a good mood or whatever. You know what I mean? They understand each other way deeper. And if Sykkuno has a problem with anybody, he's a grown ass dude. He's gonna say something. You know what I mean? Like, people try to act as if they know these entertainers, like they know them better than the people that they hang around with. You know stuff about them, but you don't know them, right? I could know everything about a Lamborghini, Doesn't mean I can make a Lamborghini. Doesn't mean I can drive a Lamborghini. Doesn't mean I have a license. Do you understand? Those levels to it, right? Those levels to it. Do you get me? At the end of the day, if your favorite content creator bought a brand new car or got a new brand new house, his friends are going to be the ones going visiting that house, right? He's the people that he knows in real life are going to be the people going into the house. The people he knows in real life are going to be the people going into that car. He wouldn't let you drive it, right? So why do you think you're that close to these content creators enough to perpetuate such weird, you know what I mean? I just feel like some of it is a bit wild. Now I understand some of it, I'm not gonna lie, I understand some of it, especially, if you're growing up on the internet, these people become like your friends. I've been in those situations. I've been on the internet like my whole life. My accent is like this despite living in Ireland because the internet, right? Literally, I speak like this because the internet. I do have an Irish accent sometimes, if I'm talking to like the people in my hometown, like it's different, you know what I mean? But when I'm talking like corporate, I don't know, I got different voices, right? It's just automatic. It happens when this is like my most comfortable speech pattern, but it just automatically changes to depending on who I'm talking to. And I think that's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's just something I wanted to talk about and to kind of bring awareness on that, like some of y'all guys are a bit extreme. Keep your fantasies in your head. It's okay. Some people will be writing Wattpads romanticizing these real life people with other people, even though them people might be in relationships. I find that a bit crazy. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. If 50 Shades of Grey can make it out the game, man, shit. What's the other one? The Harry Styles one as well. That came out, like that shit crazy. But you just gotta understand that yes, they're successful, yes, they're rich and all that stuff. But mental health is still pivotal. Just because somebody's rich and has all the money in the world doesn't mean that your words don't affect them, right? If 100,000 or 1,000 people every day were berating and harassing and attacking you for some shit about content, in regards to content, how would you feel about the situation, right? You've never been in those shoes. And you can be like, oh, let them go cry and wipe their tears with the cash. But, at the end of the day, they're still crying. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. But I think people have this fictional feeling that because somebody's successful or famous, that they are no longer human, that they are this bigger different thing. No, it's still a person. You shoot a motherfucker in the head, they die. You stab a motherfucker, they bleed. You punch a motherfucker, they hurt. You know what I'm saying? You say mean words, it still hurts. Like they still got hearts, they still got souls, they still got, you know what I'm saying? They are you. That's it. They are exactly just like you with different thoughts and different life experiences. That's all it is. So, I think just be a bit more, I don't want to say forgiving, but just be more aware of what you typing, what you're saying. And look, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I be slandering motherfuckers. I'm not gonna lie. But look, But I try to be balanced as possible, and it's something I'm realizing myself as well. Like I've been relaxing. Sometimes I think about commenting something like, oh, okay, maybe don't comment that. You know what I mean? Unless I'm trying to make a joke. Some jokes don't come off right. You win some, you lose some. That's whatever. But I think it's just something that we all should be wary of. You know what I mean? Anyways, been your boy Supremacy here to God. This video is way longer than I anticipated, and I probably talked about Rae and Sykkuno way more than I wanted to. But it's just because I really felt like the situation was blown out of water. I think she, like, the fact that she felt like she almost had to apologize for not noticing, like, the fuck, like, nah, like, you know what I mean? Even Sykkuno had to tweet and be like, yo, those are my real life friends, don't be mean to them, like, they real good people to me. You know what I mean? You gotta understand, like, his first face reveal, who was it with? It was like Lily Pichu or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I know these guys, like, from the stuff. I don't watch offline TV or any of their content that much. I watch Mid, shout out Mid. I try to watch a bit of Sykkuno, but he doesn't really play games that I'm into, right? So neither did Mid, actually, to be honest. I came back watching him when he started playing Among Us because I never liked Fortnite, really. Early Fortnite, banging, don't get me wrong, but I got over it pretty quickly. So look, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All of these people are people, bro. Just treat them like people. You wouldn't say half of the shit y'all say in IRL. You know, all of these guys get brazen and brave on behind the keyboards, but they become shook as fuck as soon as it's IRL. Like it's crazy. Anyways, I'm kind of done babbling about it. I'm out. I will make a creative video maybe tomorrow or something. I've been really tired, to be honest, and I have a lot of traveling to do soon, and I also gotta practice because I got like a show in like a week and a half, and I have to learn like a bunch of songs and treat my vocals. As you can hear, my vocals is a bit fucked right now, so I gotta like rest my vocals and shit, and like, you know, so I don't know, maybe slightly less energetic videos for the next week or two, just because I have to keep my voice at a perfect condition, a perfect pitch condition for the live show thingy. Men's is not a great singer, so I gotta figure that shit out on the day type shit. You know what I mean? It's a high production thing. I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, man, it's been your boy Supreme Cheated God, man. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, or whatever you feel, man. I'm out.
I got friends now. You ain't know, but I got friends now. I'm balling out with my